Would it be all once again? Rezin 47 here, and today I'm going to be doing a countdown list that I have been planning in the back of my mind for a while now. And this is going to be a countdown on my top 10 favorite hidden tracks of all time. Now, for as long as I've been listening to music, hidden tracks are one of those things that I just love the most about just listening to an album, finding out that there's more than what was expected on a fucking certain record or whatever. I just love the element of surprise that some of these artists throw at you. And these are my top 10 favorite moments of that occurrence. So I'll get right to it. Starting off at number 10. This is from 1995, off of one of my favorite albums from that year, which is my favorite year in music. And it's going to be Deftones' Fist. It's a hidden track on their debut album, Adrenaline. It's unlisted as track 11 after Fire Real, I think that's how it's pronounced. That's like the 10th track. And this one was produced by Ross Robinson. The rest of Adrenaline was done by Terry Date. It's damn near like an instrumental track. And Chino doesn't sing until like around 2 minutes in. And at that, he doesn't really last long. But the music itself is hard enough for it to make the list, though. I like that riff. That like when the song like mellows out, I like that riff that comes in. I love that. And Adrenaline's my second favorite Deftones album. My favorite's White Pony. So that is number 10, Deftones' Fists. Like I said, not much to it. Basically, it's an instrumental. Then next up at number 9, this is gonna be one of the most famous hip hop hidden tracks of all time, off of one of the most famous hip hop albums of all time in general. This is going to be from The Chronic. It's Bitches Ain't Shit from Dr. Dre's The Chronic album. This was originally a hidden track when it came out, but on later pressings it's listed, but still counts in my opinion. And this shit features Snoop Dogg, the Dog Pound, Jewel. You know, just your fucking textbook song dissing Scandalous Hoes. Dre sets it off dissing Eazy-E again, where he's like, I used to know a bitch named Eric White. We used to roll around and fuck the hoes at night. And then he goes at Jerry Heller again, calling him a white bitch sucking his dick. And the Dog Pound, they killed their verses too. Snoop went into telling a story about his bitch cheating on him behind his back while he's locked up. Dre tells him like soon as he gets out 6 months later. And he says, I ain't been out a second and now already I gotta do some motherfucking chin checking. Move up the blocks as we groove up the block. See my girl's house, Dre past the Glock. He goes in, finds out Daz Dillinger was fucking her, and he's still pissed about that, but he's like, fuck that bitch. This is a really dope song, and the favorite part is that fucking, that chorus. The bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Lick on these nuts and suck the dick. Get the fuck on after you done. Then I hops in my coupe to make a quick run. I love that. Probably one of my favorite hip-hop choruses ever. I wish rappers were still ignorant like this today, but this whole fucking cancel culture, SJW fuckery had to ruin the fun. Fuck that shit. I'll still keep it politically incorrect right here. So, that's number 9, Dr. Dre, Bitches Ain't Shit from The Chronic. Next up at number 8, this is going to be a song from 2000, from one of my personal favorite albums by this certain duo. It's off of Twisted's Cryptic Collection 1 compilation album. And the song is called Scare. It's the last track listed on Cryptic Collection 1 is Put It Down, which is from Blazy the Homie's self-titled EP. And then at the 7:33 mark, there's the song called Scare that comes up. And it's actually a House of Crazy song, but the ROC's verse was taken out. And Monoxide, he kills his verse on this shit. He's like, fuck around, get your shit twisted, leave you dead up in the Mustang. I love that verse. Madrox kills it with his chopper flow. The beat by RLC is really dope too. And I think RLC kind of made like a similar beat later on with the Half Breed Contamination album. If you listen to that song Critical Impact, the beat sounds very similar to this one. But that laughing sample like in between the verses that was added in it, I love that. It just makes it even creepier. But I think this is an album or a song that was going to be on that double album they were going to make called Evolution. There's gonna be like that was the album that where Murder 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 was gonna be on. Song Ghost was probably gonna be on that as well. I can only imagine Scared being on it as well. So I couldn't imagine what if that album came out. I think it would have been a Wicked Shit staple just as much as like most Tasteless is. But that's number 8, Scare from Twisted Cryptic Collection. Number 7, this is gonna be in 1998, off of one of my favorite albums of all time by one of my top 5 bands of all time, and it's a cover song. This one, it's Korn, "Earache My Eye." Korn covering the classic Cheech and Chong song, and Cheech Marin himself appears and sings this shit as well. Jonathan Davis, he takes the role behind the drums on this one. This song is attached to the sign off My Gift to You. After a little silent break at 9:14, you get David like talking some shit about someone, and then at 10:50 is when the song itself kicks in. And yes, I have heard the original, and I like this one more though because simple fact, it's fucking heavier, and the guy himself, Cheech Marin, appears on it as well. Just Head of Monkey, they put their own twist to the song with that grimy 7-string sound that nu metal is famous for. Cheech pretty much sings the shit the same way he does in the OG, and Head with his voice pitched down, talking shit like behind him. It makes it even funnier. And I love his guitar moment at like 4:50 when he's just doing a solo. It sounds fucking crazy. And then when they halftime the fucking beat at 5:22, fuck, I fucking love that. Fall the Leader, this album turns 25 in August, so I got some anniversary reviews lined up for the year, and if time permits, this might be one of them. If you beg for it in the comments enough, it'll be in higher consideration. So that's Korn, "Earache My Eye" from the Fall the Leader album. Number 6 now, back to hip hop shit, and this is gonna be in 2002. This is gonna be an unlisted track from a Rarities album once again, and it's gonna be from a scrapped album in its own right. This is Nas Fetus. This was an unlisted track on the Lost Tapes compilation, and it was supposed to be the first track on the original double disc I Am. And I have that, and yes, the rumors are true, the hearsay is true. It is better than the retail, but I like the retail as well. Anyways, this ain't I Am, this is Lost Tapes we're talking about. I fucking love this. Nas is one of the kings of storytelling, if not the number one king. And this is just one of my favorite storytelling songs of all fucking time. It's insane. Nas telling the story of him like becoming a baby in the womb, the process of just like growing and then being born. It's a super fucking surreal concept, and he goes into deep detail and shows pure love to his mother, Ann Jones, in this song. Like, one of my favorite parts was where he says, I know when mom's laying down, I get bored, start to get live, food side to side, hear live music and vibe. All black babies are born with rhythm, that's no lie. That was dope. And he brings up the moment where he was almost fucking aborted, but his pops changed his mind at the last minute. And he talks about like how his umbilical cord was choking him like when he was like 2 months into the 9-month process. His parents fighting and making him fear for his safety and all that. And then when he gets to the birth, he goes into so much detail about it, like, about him popping out his mother, his father shedding tears of pride. He says, laid me on my mother, finally I got to see who held me in her body, she loved me. And I planned to overthrow the devil, now I'm about to see this world in trouble, motherfuckers. Then you hear the fucking doctor slap to like, the test like the nerves, like whenever the baby's born. I fucking love this. This is one of my favorite Nas songs of all fucking time. He really puts it in perspective the pain and stress parents go through during those 9 months of pregnancy, and like the baby's curiosity of like what the world's gonna look like. Fuck my life, dude. I fucking love this song. Nas is a motherfucking beast. One of the best storytelling songs in hip hop history and all genres, for that matter. It's the perfect Mother's Day theme song as well. So that's number 6. Nas Fetus from the Lost Tapes. Top 5 now. Number 5 is going to be from one of my favorite fucking albums of all time once again. By one of my favorite bands of all time as well. This is man, this is like the heaviest track I think on this list right here, and it's from Slipknot's self-titled debut album from 1999. It's gonna be a song called Eeyore. Now this was attached to the song Scissors, which is my favorite Slipknot song, by the way, at 1627 on the CD. And like before that, you hear fucking they're watching like a shit porn, and then like to like initiate Chris Fenn into the fucking band. So you hear that, and then at 1627 is when the song itself kicks in, and this is like one of the heaviest and most brutal fucking songs on the album, which is a big statement. They're going at this motherfucker from the shows that would purposely roughhouse people in the mosh pit, calling them out on that bullshit. Where he said, I love what the chorus said, "Good riddance, though it's sad to say I didn't get to kill you." It's a simple line, but it's just simple but effective. The song's fucking brutal. I love the ending where Corey's just fucking losing his mind, just screaming, "Stupid! Fuck! Stupid! Fuck!" And then the band just going off, and then you get Craig Jones doing that scratching with that cube sample. That "Take that, motherfucker." And that's how the whole album ends. Fucking perfect. And one last footnote about this song. Eeyore was also the name of the goat on the Iowa cover. So, take what you want from that. So that's my number 5, Slipknot Eeyore, from this self-titled track. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention this. Where is it? Earache My Eye, Fetus, and Eeyore. Those are all separate tracks on streaming, so just wanted to just clarify that. Anyways, up to number 4 now. When I'm off of what once was my favorite album of all time for years, it's tanked dramatically. But this one is actually 2 hidden tracks in one track itself, which I've never seen that done anywhere else before. But I'm picking the first one here. This is from Atmosphere's Overcast album, and it's going to be the Untitled Hidden Track, that's what it's called. And even on the 20th anniversary they put out, it's also labeled Untitled, so maybe this was never given an actual song title. Anyways, fucking love the song. It's one of my top 3 songs on Overcast, probably. Although that fucking flute sample at I just love how just fucking grimy it sounds, and the drums hit hard too. The drums in Overcast, by the way, are just fucking perfect. But Spawn, he goes in on this. It's probably my favorite verse he does on the entire album. The last ounce of breath has now left your body. Life now past tense because your rhyme skills are sloppy. It's a great song. Slug kills his verse too. I already reviewed Overcast as a full album, so go watch that for more thoughts on this one. So that's number 4, Untitled Hidden Track from Atmosphere. Now we're in the top 3. This one's kind of like a cheat code because it is listed on the back of the album it appears on, but the actual track number it appears on is hidden. So this is going to be from 1993, from one of my top 3 bands of all time, and it's there on their debut album. I'm going with Tool, Disgustipated, from the Undertow album. Okay, and like I said, this is listed on the track list, but it's listed as track 10, but on the disc itself it's track 69, which is the infamous nickname the song's been given. It's unironically one of my favorite Tool songs of all time. It's just like, I just love how fucking abstract and like dark and experimental it is. It starts off with like these lambs like sounds or like whatever you call that, and then Reverend Maynard, Maynard's in like his Reverend Maynard fucking character giving a sermon about the cries of the carrots or whatever that means. You know, infamous line of "Damn you, let the rabbits wear glasses," and then he gets done, and then this beat drops in, and Paul D'Amour's like chant on this song is so fucking dark and cryptic, and it's really cool. It just goes like, "This is necessary. Life feeds on life. feeds on live. That shit can just get stuck in my head. I fucking love that. Oh my god. And then Maynard starts repeating it as the song keeps going. And then you get like these sounds of like a piano being hit with a shotgun. There's actually video footage of that on YouTube, which is really cool. And Undertow, like I said, came out in '93. It turns 30 this year. And I might have to throw down a review for that as well. So that's Tool Disgusted from the Undertow album. Up to number 2 now. This was also from 1993. Off of an album by my favorite band of all time. If you know who that is, you could probably have an idea of where this is going. It's from Nirvana's In Utero album. It's the song called Gallons of Rubbing Alcohol Flow Through the Strip. Now this is actually a UK exclusive hidden track. It comes in like 20 minutes after All Apologies. It's just a 7-minute jam they did in like their Brazil sessions. You know, where they did at Hollywood Rock Festival back in '93. Y'all probably fucking seen that if you're a big Nirvana supporter. And that's like the same sessions where they recorded like Moist Vagina, I Hate Myself and Want to Die. I think Sappy was recorded there as well. But I just always had like a certain appreciation for Nirvana's jam sessions like this, Horrified, E. coli, etc. Dave's drums sound really good on this song. And Kurt Cobain just making the lyrics up on the spot. I've always loved the part towards the beginning where it goes like, where do you put it? In the garbage. Can my honest friend my shyness? I love how that sounds. Like Kurt's got the best ear for melody I've ever heard in my life. And there's no much backstory to this song. They were just fucking around. At one point, Kurt's just like, this is a waste of time. And this is just a dope track to put on. It brings me back to 7th grade and some dope memories from that time frame as well. This turns 30 as well, September. So a review for this will most likely happen, and I hope a 30th anniversary set for this drops like they did with Nevermind back in like 2 years ago. So that's number 2. Nirvana, Gallons of Rubbing Alcohol Flow Through the Strip. And before I go to my number 1, I want to drop in some honorable mentions. I could have also put DJ Quick Tanqueray. That was a hidden track on the Safe and Sound album. Deftones, Damone, the hidden track on Around the Fur. And J. Royale, the Transaction remix, which is the hidden track on the Ivory Stoop. But my number 1, they like no other song could have been number 1 for me on this right here. With how much this means to me and like the significance it has in like my love for music. It's from my favorite band of all time again, Nirvana. But it's going back to 1991 on the aforementioned Nevermind album. It's Endless Nameless. Endless Nameless. That's my favorite hidden track of all time. And one of my top 3 or 5 songs on Nevermind itself. It's just one of the grimiest, noisiest, most chaotic fucking tracks ever made. This was made out of complete, total frustration. The story goes like this. Like, Kurt kept fucking up, like trying to record the guitars for Lithium. And he just got so fed up that he just wanted to fucking vent his anger, and this was the end result. Like, just screaming complete nonsense and just smashing up his guitar with the Black Stratocaster, not the fucking Maserati that's been rumored. And Butch Vig said, like, in an article that he was just scared shitless when he fucking saw this happen because he had never seen him like this. And I just love the fucking... I just fucking love how just chaotic and untamed the song is. And again, I just love how I just have a certain appreciation for like their just on the spot songs like this. And certain spot about the song that I love is just like that that little humming part of feedback at like 4:14. Cobain is the fucking master of feedback in my opinion. He makes that an instrument in itself. He's so dope with it. And another reason why this is number 1 is because the Live at the Paramount version of Endless Nameless is my favorite Nirvana song, and it's my second favorite song of all time across the board. I saw that on Live Tonight Sold Out at 5 years old, and it let me off the fucking chain. That just set me loose. And even 16 years later, I just want to fucking destroy something or fucking someone when I put this on. It's still got that fucking charm to it. Kurt's screams on that version are fucking insane. And Spotify finally has the right lyrics to that version, because for years I could never find like a proper translation for that version. It was always just the studio lyrics. But that's my top 10 hidden tracks of all time. Hope y'all enjoyed this. Make sure to like us, share, subscribe, and all that. And tell me your favorite hidden tracks off of like certain albums in the comments below. Let's get talking about it. So that's it for today. We'll see you on the next one. Rezin 47's over and out. I'm out of here.